Hello class, I am going to show you what you need to do within Excel and PhStat2 to solve problem 7.21. And it's actually pretty easy, but there's just one tricky thing that you need to do first, and that is calculate the standard error of the mean. So problem 7.21 is asking you for A and B specifically what the probability is between two values, and it gives you a mean and standard deviation of 8 and 2 with a random sample of 25 sessions. And you can solve this easily with PhStat2. Well, the first thing you need to do for A and B and C for that matter is calculate the standard error of the mean, which is the formula is figure 7.3 on page 234, and it looks like this. And basically you just take that standard deviation divided by the square root of the sample to get that value. In this case it's 0.4 for A and B. For C, you're just going to have to change that sample size from 25 to 100 to get a value of 0.2. So to calculate what you need to calculate, we're going to go to add-ins, PhStat, probability, it's right here, probability and probability distributions, normal. So we just got to plug in some numbers here. It's really easy. So the mean, we need to input 8. For the standard deviation, we're not going to plug in 2. We're going to plug in that standard error of the mean, which is basically the same thing as the standard deviation for the population, but it's a better value because it represents the standard deviation for all possible means of the sample. So we're going to put in 0.4 here. And we're going to uncheck that box for probability for X, which is the default. We're going to check the box for probability for a range. And here, this is where we just dump in the numbers from the problem. So for A, it's 7.8 and 8.2. You can give this a title. You can simply call it A and just click OK. And then you'll get this output here. And so here we see our mean and our standard deviation. And we see the values we plugged in here, 7.8 and 8.2, and then our probability is right here, 0.3829, so roughly 38%. And you can simply repeat this step for B, just plug in the values as 7.5 and 8, but then for C, you're going to have to input 0.2 for the standard deviation, instead of 0.4. And then D, obviously compare and contrast those values. And that's it.